Hey guys, so as I'm sure everyone has seen by now, Coinbase, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, actually went public last week through a direct listing. Now there was definitely a lot of hype around this IPO, and when the stock first hit the market, the stock price did go up quite a lot. I think it hit about $430 at the highest, but then in the hours after that, it did drop quite a bit, and it has now been a few days for the stock to sort of settle at the current price it's at, which is $334. So I thought I'd make this video to sort of look at the pros and cons of Coinbase, including some of the big growth catalysts that could be coming in the future, as well as some of the risks associated with Coinbase. And I thought I'd also weigh in my own opinion on the current market cap and whether I believe personally that it is a good time to buy or not. So I hope you enjoy this video and learn something from it. If you do, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like on the video, as it does help out the channel a lot. Also be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos similar to this in the future. I have actually also got a Coinbase referral link in the description below if you fancy signing up and getting into the crypto game. If you deposit $100 or more, you do get $10 of free Bitcoin for doing so, and I also get $10 for free, so that'd be much appreciated if you would like to sign up to that. But apart from that guys, let's get right into it. So firstly, let's start with a bit about Coinbase and what the company actually do. So Coinbase are one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, accessible in over 100 different countries with over 56 million verified users on the platform in total. And as I mentioned earlier, the company did recently go public, which did attract a lot of hype and attention for the stock, and it was a significant moment for the cryptocurrency sector. As of right now, the stock is at $334 per share, which gives them a market cap of $62.2 billion. So Coinbase is a platform that allows users to buy, sell and send over 90 different cryptocurrencies, including all of the major coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as a variety of stable coins and altcoins. The platform does also offer a number of other features, including being able to store and track performance of a crypto portfolio, the ability to stake crypto to earn interest, as well as the ability to win crypto through Coinbase Earn. So Coinbase serve three entirely different customer segments: retail customers, institutions, and ecosystem partners. With these customer segments, they have two main sources of revenue: transaction revenue and subscription and services revenue. The transaction revenue comes from volume-based digital asset trading and transactions. Every time a user invests, spends, or sends and receives crypto, Coinbase will earn a fee from this. And then subscription and services revenue comes from asset-based services that earn a fee rate. This can include storing, distributing, staking, borrowing, and lending. So growth is Coinbase's primary objective in the coming years, and they aim to do this by acquiring more customers, expanding the amount of assets available on the platform, as well as launching new innovative products. So let's look at the growth they experienced in 2020, because it was pretty impressive. So Coinbase generated $1.3 billion in revenue for the year 2020, which is a staggering 139% increase from the $533 million that they achieved in 2019. Adjusted EBITDA for 2020 was $527 million with a margin of 41%. This is a massive increase on the $24 million that they achieved in 2019. 2020 was a profitable year for Coinbase, where they achieved a net income of $322 million, massively outperforming their loss of $30 million from 2019. Over 11% of all cryptocurrency in the world is stored on the Coinbase platform, and their market share has been steadily increasing every year. Coinbase continued to grow their user base at a consistent rate, going from 32 million verified users at the end of 2019 to reaching 43 million by the end of 2020, and this represents a user base growth of 34.4% in 2020. And then this increase in total verified users also translated to an increase in monthly transacting users, which saw this number increase from 1 million at the end of 2019 to 2.8 million for 2020. So as you can see, 2020 was a great year for Coinbase, but just before they actually went public, in the days leading up to it, they did announce their Q1 2021 earnings. So Q1 really did blow 2020 out the water, and they had some insane growth across the board, including revenue and earnings. Total revenue for the quarter was $1.8 billion, meaning that in just one quarter, they have already beaten their entire 2020 revenue, which was $1.3 billion. If Coinbase were to keep this revenue consistent throughout 2021, assuming no growth and no decline, then they would be on track to achieve $7.2 billion for the full year of 2021, and this would be 5.5 times bigger than last year. Net income for the quarter was also incredible, reaching $730 million. This is again very impressive, considering that net income for the full year of 2020 was $322 million. And again, monthly transacting users for the quarter grew to 6.1 million, up from 2.8 million in 2020. So now let's look at Coinbase's potential in the future, as well as some growth catalysts that they do have. So first of all, institutional investing has increased significantly in 2021 and towards the end of 2020, with many large corporations choosing to invest some of their cash into Bitcoin. As of right now, Coinbase have over 7,000 institutional customers across 100 different countries, and two of the largest institutional investors are MicroStrategy, who own over 91,000 Bitcoin to date, as well as Tesla, who own 48,000 Bitcoin. And with these purchases being worth billions of dollars, large corporations who are buying Bitcoin do need help in order to get their investment done efficiently and safely. And this is where Coinbase can help. Coinbase are responsible for facilitating institutional buying of Bitcoin, making sure that the market is not negatively impacted as a result of a large purchase from a company. And in turn, this helps the company who are making the purchase keep their cost basis as low as possible. They do also offer high security storage options for these companies to make sure their Bitcoin is kept safe, so they don't have to worry about that. Institutional demand for Bitcoin through Coinbase's services is likely to continue to increase as more and more companies look to make Bitcoin purchases for their balance sheet. Many people do believe that cryptocurrency is still in its infancy, despite the large run-up that has recently taken place. A number of well-respected individuals and organizations within the investing and cryptocurrency spaces have put large price predictions on Bitcoin, many of which expecting Bitcoin to be worth over $100,000 by the end of 2021 and as high as $1 million within the next 5 to 10 years. So if this is true, and Bitcoin does increase exponentially over the next decade, we are likely to see Coinbase perform extremely well as the number of retail and institutional investors on the platform skyrockets, which is likely to therefore increase their revenue and income for Coinbase. I think unless Coinbase make a lot of errors within their management or their security, we are likely to see Coinbase remain one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges on the market, and they will therefore be successful if cryptocurrency continues to grow in popularity. I also think there are endless expansion opportunities for Coinbase that they could look to implement for the future. This includes increasing the number of assets on the platform, implementing a NFT marketplace, or even a stock brokerage side to the business as well, allowing people to seamlessly trade both crypto and stocks on the platform. With an already massive user base, there is no reason why Coinbase couldn't look to expand their business in one of these ways, adding additional revenue streams to the business. So all of that I just talked about was a lot of very good things and potential growth catalyst for the company. And there is no denying that Coinbase have been very successful over recent years and they've grown a lot. With that being said though, I do personally believe there are a number of different risks and concerns with Coinbase that could potentially harm the stock price in the future. So 2020 was an amazing year for the cryptocurrency market, and the bull run has continued very nicely through 2021 so far. These recent increases in cryptocurrency prices, as well as the increase in general demand for crypto assets, has undeniably been accelerated by several catalysts, namely the global pandemic, which caused many of the largest countries in the world to print an excessive amount of brand new money to fund aid and support, devaluing their native currency in the process. Specifically in the US, there are now significantly more US dollars in the money supply compared to pre-pandemic, which has caused a lot of money to flow into assets like Bitcoin, an asset which many people are attracted to because of its limited supply. Now, Coinbase have obviously been successful in onboarding a lot of new customers and have a good platform that is easy to use and makes customers feel happy using it. However, it is hard to argue that the main reason why they have been so successful in growing their business over the last 12 months or so is because of the amount of people flocking to Bitcoin during this bull run. My concern would be what happens if we enter a crypto bear market where the major crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum plummet in price. With asset prices dropping and many investors getting scared and running away from the market, Coinbase are likely to experience a significant drop in revenue, income, and also user growth, and this would obviously have a negative impact on the stock price. So Coinbase's main revenue source at the moment is transaction fees, and if crypto exchanges follow the same route as stock brokerages, then fees could grind down to zero due to competition to win customers. It's hard to say what the long-term outcome will be in regards to fees for exchanges, as fees on crypto exchanges could be relatively inelastic for all we know. Customers on Coinbase could be happy in the long term to pay the current fees in order to get the usability, familiarity, and extra security and peace of mind that Coinbase brings for them. However, if rival exchanges drive transaction fees down and threaten Coinbase's customer base, then Coinbase could be faced with the situation where they have to follow the trend and reduce their transaction fees in order to preserve their customer base. Now, this would obviously hurt Coinbase's revenue and income in the long term if their transaction fees are going down. Now, if Bitcoin crashes, then we're likely to see drops across the entire crypto industry, as well as in Coinbase stock. However, if you invest in Coinbase stock, then you also have additional risks that you don't necessarily have by just investing in pure Bitcoin. For example, if Coinbase suffers a security breach that leads to customer funds being stolen, then this could have a catastrophic impact on the Coinbase share price. So there's quite a lot to take in here. There are obviously a lot of potential catalysts for Coinbase stock in the future that could send the price going a lot higher. However, as I've just discussed now, there are a number of quite significant risks and concerns with Coinbase stock that could potentially happen in the future. So I think my final thoughts on Coinbase stock is that right now, at the current market cap of $62 billion, I think it is maybe a little bit expensive. I think Coinbase have definitely taken advantage of the fact that Bitcoin is at a pretty much an all-time high right now, and they have just come off the back of a massive quarter, their best quarter ever by a long way. And this all adds to the hype around Coinbase stock, and I think a lot of people are maybe expecting Coinbase to have these standout quarters for every quarter of 2021, and that definitely might not happen. If there is a downturn in the crypto market and a lot of the major cryptocurrencies do drop in price, then Coinbase might not perform as well as they did in the first quarter. Obviously, on the flip side, if the cryptocurrency market absolutely explodes in the coming year or so, and Coinbase continue to be a dominant exchange and they grow their user base at a fast rate, then Coinbase could potentially outperform the gains that Bitcoin have, which means that they could, be a very good option to buy if you're wanting to get more exposure to crypto. But then again, you've also got to consider the risks that I discussed earlier. And one of the big ones for me that I have is the potential downside that would happen if there is a hack on Coinbase. Now, obviously, Coinbase haven't been hacked as of right now. They've never been hacked before, but a lot of other exchanges have done. And I think if Coinbase were to have even a minor hack, then this would definitely, it would drop the sentiment on the company, and it could make people who are on the platform actually move away. So they could experience a drop in the user base, and sentiment around the stock would drop, which would send the stock price going down. So I think overall, Coinbase is a little bit of a risky company to get into right now. I think they have massive potential. I think they have potential to outperform Bitcoin. But on the flip side, I think there are quite a number of risks associated with Coinbase that could mean that it underperforms Bitcoin by quite a lot. I personally bought a very small amount the other day, and I may think about buying some more if it drops under $300. Maybe if it drops to $275, I might think about buying some more. But I think for right now, I'm happy to sit on the side and just see how this one plays out. I think it's going to be very volatile, so I'm happy just to watch from the sidelines for this one. So with all of that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Please remember that this video is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. Please make sure to do your own research on any company before you think about buying into them. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as that does help out the channel a lot. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. And also drop me a comment, let me know what your thoughts are on Coinbase stock. Do remember as well that there is a Coinbase referral link in the description below where you can get free Bitcoin for signing up, and that would be very much appreciated if you use that link. And apart from that, guys, thanks a lot for watching.